All right, I'm working on this Ariens Snowblower today. This is a free one I picked up last weekend. It's a 1978 4-horse Tecumseh. I think it's a model 922018. Guy said it ran good a couple years ago, then the pull cord quit working, and then he pushed it to the corner of the shed, sat there for a couple years, and he pushed it outside for a couple months because he got a new snowblower, and then he's moving, so he's going to scrap it. So I said, well, I'll come pick it up. So he said, for free, just come pick it up. So I picked it up last weekend, and then I finally got looking at it today. So he said the starter recoil was broke, which it was, so I ordered a new spring for that. I replaced that, got it to pull over. Noticed I didn't have any spark, so I figured, well, I'm gonna have to probably look at the ignition. So I popped the starter cover off, and as soon as I did that, I saw a big giant mouse nest was all wedged inside there, inside the starter housing, and then actually behind the flywheel and stuff too. It's a big mess. So I vacuumed it all up with the shop vac. And then had to pop the flywheel off so I could get to the coil and the points and all that stuff. So for that, I just used my impact. It's a standard thread, so lefty-loosey. So I just sprayed some coil on it and then busted that loose with the impact. Then I spun that back on, left the nut on there. Got a brass drift right there, and then my dead blow hammer. And then I got a crowbar or a pry bar, kind of wedged it behind the flywheel. And I used the brass drift, put it on against the crankshaft, which had the nut on at the time. That way I wouldn't screw up the threads. And I just whacked it, boom, hit it a bunch of times, about a dozen times while I was pushing on it with the pry bar, and boom, came loose. So then I just took the flywheel off. Then I noticed there was a chunk of metal sitting on top of the coil there. It was a magnet. So the magnets had come off of the flywheel. So here they are, 1, 2. So you can kind of see where one was. See right there? So that's where one of them was. I don't know where the other one was though. I really can't tell. Maybe if I sand this down, kind of maybe like there. I would imagine they're like kind of opposing each other, right? But I don't know. So I'll have to see if I can find something online on that. But I'm imagining that you can just, these must have been glued. Like you can see there's like some kind of adhesive or something on there. So it just came loose from being, 50 years old. So I can probably just epoxy them back on. That's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Just put them back on there and then put one here. Try to get them lined up right because they need to be in the right spot. But so we'll see if I can get that figured out. To clean all this up real good, and then clean the magnets and sand them and put some epoxy on there. This is just the points cover. There's the flywheel nut. There's the old spring, starter housing. Got a little bit of slack here still. Looks like I'm gonna have to fix that, but it does pull over and work. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I got no spark. I'm thinking it's probably the points or the coil. I was hoping the mice didn't chew anything up, which it doesn't look like they had. So if you look in here, you can see the points are, look at all that crap in there. So I don't know what those look like. I had to take them out, but I'm gonna sand the points there, clean them up good. I'll re-gap them, and then maybe I'll put a little dab of oil on that little pad there, and then I'll see if this coil still works in this condenser, and then put it all back together and see if I have spark. And then just go from there. If I don't have spark, then I guess I'll have to look at the coil and condenser next. So anyway, that's it for now. See ya.